I have a dream. We've all heard these words before from a very inspirational man, Martin Luther King Jr. Ever since elementary school, when I first heard about him, I've loved the story. I think my favorite aspect is that it's kind of an underdog story. He rose up against the odds and still came up triumphantly. I also love how he used non-violence and instead of just using so much violence like so many other people have used in our history. He was a very strong man that had a huge impact in the United States. Now, I know we've all heard the story of Martin Luther King Jr., so I'll keep it short. Martin Luther King Jr. was an African-American man who fought for civil rights in the 1950s. He was beaten and even arrested for what he believed in. Now, how many people do you know have been beaten and arrested and still fought for what they believed in because they knew it was right? He was a very inspirational man, but what aspects made him so inspirational? One of the biggest aspects of his personality was his determination. He was an extremely determined person. Reference.com says between 1956 and 1957, he was arrested 30 times, yet he still went for equal rights for African Americans. If that's not a good definition of determination, I don't know what is. He wasn't just a determined person. He was also calm-minded and didn't believe in violence. Before he died, he was in 8 nonviolent protests, including the Alabama bus boycott. Now, we can all agree that between him and his followers, there was a violence that always followed him. And that had to take a really calm-minded person to not fight back with violence. You could simply put these two personality traits into one. Now, if I'd have to use one word just to describe him, it would simply be heroic. He ended segregation between the African Americans and Caucasians. Before that, there was segregation everywhere. There was segregation, for example, in water fountains, schools, and even restaurants. He was a very heroic man. Now, let's just remember to not have stereotypes for races just by the way they look. For Martin Luther King's sake, let's keep the dream alive. Now, I can almost bet we all have a friend of a different race. I know I do. You, and even you, Miss Wood. He's had a huge impact on the United States that will last till the end of life. Another thing that I love about him is I believe I have him to thank for having my little half-sister, Ariana.